Here's a story that blurs the line between ghostly mystery and harsh reality. Asterisk, asterisk, the silent guest, asterisk, asterisk. Tom had always been skeptical about the supernatural. To him, ghosts were just stories told to scare kids. So when he found an affordable old house on the edge of town, he wasn't fazed by its reputation. Locals whispered that it was haunted, but Tom chalked it up to small-town superstition. It was perfect, cheap, quiet, and full of charm. From the first night, strange things began happening. He would hear soft footsteps outside his room. Doors creaked open by themselves, and sometimes, in the dead of night, he'd feel a cold breeze brush across his face, even though the windows were tightly shut. But Tom shrugged it off, blaming drafts and an old foundation. However, one particular incident unnerved him. He had left his bedroom window cracked open a few inches before going to bed, and when he awoke, it was fully ajar, curtains billowing in the cold wind. That same morning, he found a dusty footprint in the hallway that didn't match his own. Determined to face the situation head-on, Tom set up cameras around the house. If there was a logical explanation, he'd find it. That night, he stayed awake, watching the footage stream to his laptop in real time. Midnight came, and like clockwork, the strange noises started. He saw a shadow glide past one of the cameras in the hallway, a tall, indistinct figure. Heart racing, Tom raced into the hall but found nothing. He played the footage back, and his blood froze. The figure had walked right past the camera. No face, no clear features, just a dark, human-like form. Yet when it reached the far wall, it vanished. As the days passed, Tom felt the entity's presence more and more. Shadows flickered in his peripheral vision. Voices whispered his name when no one was there, and objects began to move on their own. The fear grew inside him, but he refused to leave. This was his house, and he wouldn't be driven out by something he couldn't understand. One evening, Tom finally cracked. Sitting alone in the dimly lit living room, he shouted into the empty air, "What do you want from me?" To his horror, a cold voice answered from the corner of the room. "I don't want you. I'm waiting." Tom whipped around, but the corner was empty. His heart raced, adrenaline surging as he realized something chilling. Maybe this wasn't about him at all. Suddenly, the reality of the situation started to sink in. He hadn't been sleeping well. He'd become paranoid, and his sense of time felt distorted. He decided to do some digging. Maybe the ghost was connected to a tragedy, something unresolved. But the deeper he went, the more disturbing the truth became. One night, while sifting through old newspaper clippings, he found the article, "Man found dead in suburban house, no suspects, asterisk, asterisk." The address was his, the man was him. Tom's hands shook as he read the article's details. He had died in a robbery gone wrong 3 months ago, stabbed in his own living room. The police had yet to solve the case, but how was he here reading it now? The horrifying truth hit him all at once. He wasn't living in a haunted house. Asterisk, asterisk. He asterisk, asterisk was the ghost. The entity he'd been sensing, the presence, the figure, was the real, living homeowner. Tom had been lingering in his own afterlife, confused, unaware of his death. Now it made sense. He had always felt like he was intruding, like someone else belonged here. He wasn't waiting for a ghost to reveal itself. It was asterisk, asterisk, he asterisk, asterisk, who was haunting someone else's life. As reality blurred, Tom heard the soft creak of a door behind him. The new homeowner had just returned, and now it was time for Tom to go.